Okay, so what's the answer for the first one? What's the answer for the first one?
2.
Do you want to use the chat or you're gonna unmute? 2. Great. So everyone got 2. So it means I don't have to review how we got 2. We have solved the parentheses first, then multiplication, and then the subtraction, right? What's the answer for number 2?
9.
Oh, wow.
9.
We have 17.45, 6.6, 9, 8. Okay, so it means we do have a variety. So how many for 9 and 8? There are 8 as well. Okay, so it means we need to review how we got the answer. So what did you do? How you have solved? Students who got 9, what did you do?
I
Which
got
part
a
you
9.
solved first? So multiplication mod has the same precedence. We will go left to right, right? Right? Students who got 9. 4 times 7. That's what you did? What's the
Yes.
answer?
28.
Can you say it loud? I mean, speakers are
28.
Put it in the chat. Students who got 9. 28. After 28, what did you solve? 28 mod 8. Quick, come on, quick. We have to do it fast.
Reminder.
We are
Reminder
mod
is
8,
4.
so multiply by 8 and divide by the 100.
Mod 8, 28 mod 8. What do we get?
So
4
28
reminder,
mod 8.
4.
So
Put it in the chat. I'm not able to hear. Is remainder 4. Okay. Okay. So at this part, this is done. So now we have 4 plus 132 mod 10 plus 3 mod 4. So plus has the lowest precedence. We will go to 132 mod 10. What do we get? We will solve this part next. 132 mod 10. 2. Then plus 3. So this plus we will not solve. We will jump onto this mod operator. We will solve 3 mod 4. What do we get? 3 mod 4. We will get 3. Now at the end, we are left with 2 addition operator, 4 plus 2 plus 3. So what do we get? 9. 9 is the right answer. So students who got 9, this is the right answer. Students who got something else, now you have seen or may have found your mistake where you messed up. So multiplication and mod have the same precedence. Anyone who is still confused at any of the value we found? Because you have a quiz similar to this, you must know and identify the operators and how to solve it, okay? What's the answer for number 3?
Is
For
6?
number
6.6. 6.6.
6.6
Yes.
is the right answer. Students, everyone got 6.6?
I
Anyone who
got
wants me to review?
7.3. I
You
got
got
7.3.
7.3. Okay, let's take a look. So this is the operator. We will do 27 divided by 5. What do we get? 27 divided by 5.
Reminder 5.
5.
Yeah.
5.4. So here, Turpin, this is your mistake. When you are dividing two integers, answer will be an integer, not a decimal number. So if you're getting 5.4, you will not take the 0.4, you will only take 5. I think that was your mistake. Then 5 divided by 2, what do we get?
2.
2.
2.
Yes.
2 plus 3.4, we will not solve this plus operator. We will do 3.4 times 2. What do we get?
6.8.
6.8. And we will not solve this subtraction because it has the lowest precedence. We will solve 1.1 times 2. What do we get?
2.2.
What do we get? Put it in the chat. 2.2. Now 2 plus And plus and minus both have the same precedence. So we will go left to right, whoever comes first. So left to right is 2 plus 6.8 comes first. So what do we get? 2 plus 6.8. I'm solving this and this. 8.8. Then minus 2.2. 8.8 minus 2.2, we will get 6.6. Okay. Now solve this one. Number 4. I know most of the students mentioned they have just solved 3. Let's solve this one together. If you have solved and have the answer, do let me know the answer. What's the answer for number 4? I think it's a little bit tricky. If put it in the chat. What's the answer for number 4? 369 plus 9. Oh, that's the answer for your number 4. Okay. 189 plus 999. Anyone else? You can do it right now. Like it's a simple one, like no multiplication, division if you have your, and you can use calculators for this question. Okay, so you can have the calculators, but not the Eclipse. So take a look how you solve it. 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, but there are 2 strings. So, but the plus operator has the same precedence. We will go left to right. What we are adding here is 2 integers, right? So 9 plus 9, what do we get? 9 plus 9 is?
18.
18. Now 18 plus a string. What does that mean? Remember, we discussed the string in our last class. 18 plus a string. It means now this operator is working as a concatenation operator. So it means join. So after this plus 9, your value is 189, and the whole thing becomes a string. Like this. 189 is now a string. Oh, sorry, plus 9. This whole thing is a string. I'm really bad at annotation. Plus, so whatever comes next, so this as this by one string concatenating, this is making the whole string as a string, whole thing as a string. So even if you're coming like this, plus 9, plus 9. So this is what you have is the whole thing as a string, 189 plus 9. Whole thing as a string, plus 9. So this is a string and an integer, just concatenate, concatenate. So your final answer is 189 plus 999. And if you read the question at the top, it says that you need to identify the data type. So the answer for this one is string. This is a double. And above 2 are the integers. Let's do the last one. Let's do the last one. Anyone who have the answer for the last one? 13.5, close.
13.
14, close. If you're writing 14, it will be counted as wrong. Correct answer is 14.0. And as you have seen, the data type is important. So if you're writing just 14, it means you have messed up somewhere, and answer was 14.0. So this will be marked as wrong in your quiz. So you need to make sure that if it's a 14.0, it must be a 14.0. How this is a 14.0? You are dividing 2 integers. Answer will be an integer. What is 19 divided by 2? What do we
9.
get? 9. 9 divided by 2.0. So now there is one decimal. It means the answer will be in decimal. So what is 9 divided by 2.0?
4.5.
4.5. We will not solve this plus operator. Now we will jump on to 2.5 times 6. What do we get?
15 point.
15 over 2.
15.0. Don't forget the 0.0, because if you have a decimal, the answer will be a decimal. divided by 2, 15.0 divided by 2, what do we get?
7.5.
7.5. I'm just crossing it off. 0.5 times 4, what do we get?
2.0.
2.0. So don't forget the 0.0. Now we will just do the addition and we will get 14.0 at the end. Any questions so far on this expression mystery? There is one last statement which is missing from this because there are multiple examples. There is a handout. Let me stop the share. Let me share my screen. Wait. So this is your homepage, current homepage right now. So these are the logical operator video. I highly recommend watching it because this is a very separate topic. Will take like around 20 to 25 minutes, which I have explained in the video with example. If you still have any questions, do email me and drop by during my office hours. There is a handout over here in chapter 2, videos in PowerPoint slides. Click on it. And this is the chapter 2 document. Click on it. And here are some more examples which you can practice. So as you can see in this question, there was no relational operator, but as you can see, there are relational operators over here as well, which will return you a value as true and false. So there are videos on expression with multiple of this situation, which I have recorded and posted, how you will get to the answer, but try solving it on your end by yourself, and then compare your answers and see why your answer was wrong. Okay, so these are relational operators. You may see some logical operators and or and not. For that, I highly recommend watching these lecture videos. This logical operator, especially this remainder operator, there is an example which is class lecture on expression mystery. So this is a separate video on multiple expression questions. So I highly recommend watching those videos before taking the quiz. Okay, any questions so far?
Is there an answer key for like the practice ones?
You can just copy it in Eclipse and run and see the answers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just put the expression, which is your next activity. Let's open the breakout room again. Let me share my other question. Where's my document? Can you see my Word document? Write a Java program to print the result of the following operations. So this is kind of the operations. This is how you can get the answers. You just have to put these expressions in your system.out.println without double quotation marks, and it will print you the answer. Do you want to do this activity as the time is short, or do you want to do this activity? I really want to do this activity. What do you guys think? Use the chat. Let's give it a name. This one as activity 1, and this one is activity 2. Which one you want to do in class? This one is write a Java program and compute the sum of the digits of an integer. So if user enter 25, you will add those digits 5 and 2, and you will print the answer as 7. So if user enter an integer 111, you will print the answer as 3. Because this activity is very basic. I was hoping that we will have enough time, but we don't. So let's get started with this activity. Write a Java program. So, okay, great. So write a Java program and compute the sum of digits of an integer. Okay, so now Eclipse related question. If your Eclipse is not working, cannot be handled in class because we have very short amount of time and we have to cover the material and the lecture. So if your Eclipse is not working, you need to meet me outside of the class. Come visit me during my office hours, email me your issues. There we have to solve it. We cannot spend class time more on fixing someone's Eclipse, okay? So we have a very short amount of time to cover the class, okay? So wait after this class and I will share your screen and I can take a look and we can fix it, okay? Let's get started. Open your Eclipse now and take a very deep look at this question. Like, how will you solve? You have an integer value, so that For example, to take that integer, that will be only one variable. For example, a equals to 25. Now, a is holding 25. How will you extract each and every digit to get this sum? Kidding. Any ideas? Any way you can think of to get started? Let me stop. Cannot do it in. Let's have 4 minutes. Let's get started. Okay. Usually this question is done with the loop. Let me try doing without the loop. I was thinking can do it without the loop if you have only two digits. Okay, so this is scanner. As it says, like take a value from the user. Oh, sorry, I thought I was sharing my screen. Eclipse. Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Let me put Eclipse here. Can you still see the Eclipse?
Yeah.
Okay, because I just moved it from the other screen. So when it says write a Java program and complete the sum of the digits of an integer. So as you can see, it says input an integer, you're taking value from user. Whenever you have to take value from user, or it says write a Java program, these are your common steps. Like no matter whatever the code is, we haven't jumped on the code yet, but this is your starting point. This is where you start. You import the java.util.scanner because we have to take the value from user. You write the class name depending on program 1, program 2, or whatever the, sometimes they do give you the class name. Public static void main method is must. Then you have to create the scanner object to take the input value from user. Yes, the modular operator, Colin, that's correct. This is the most important operator we will use. You will see the use of this mod operator, which is, where's the mod operator? Where's the mod operator on my keyboard? Okay, number 5 from your keyboard. So this is the mod operator, the % symbol, which is kind of the remainder operator. So what we will do is we will chop it down, we will take the remainder, and then we will do the sum. So as your question states, you have to do the sum. It means, what does it mean? This is quite similar to Python. You may have seen some examples which you have done in Python, but only the syntax and the way of doing will be different. So first of all, let's not take the value from user. As we have very short amount of time, we will do it quick and then we will change it. Let's say value equals to, what's the example? It's 25. This is our value. We will change it with to user as well. So first of all, let's just do it with the simple variable. As it says sum, whenever you see that, okay, do a count of all the even numbers, do a count of all the odd numbers, do a sum of all the even numbers, sum of all the odd numbers, it means that sum is a variable you need in your code. You need that counter variable, count variable in your code. So as we have to do the sum and we are working with the integers, so the data type of that variable will be integer int and name it will be sum. And by default, I am assigning it to 0 because I just want to avoid the garbage value, which may get into my sum variable and will mess up the whole sum process. So by default, I'm just making sum as 0. Now this is the value I need to work on. I need to separate these two numbers, right? And then add it to my sum. Can anyone tell in the chat or maybe unmute yourself? Any ideas you may have done? If you took my Python class, you may have done this in your Python, this example, definitely in Python as well. So any idea how to extract, what will be the step? What do we do? What do I do? How to extract these two numbers or digits? Nothing in the chat. So value mod 10, something like that. Value mod 10. Yes, Andy. Value mod 10, something like that. Okay, value mod 10. What do you think will value mod 10 will hold? You can give it a name as int, r, which is kind of a remainder. Let go. R, you are equals to value mod 10. Let me start the annotate. This is how you do the division, right? So what's the value? 25. 25 goes inside, 10 is outside. So how you divide? You say 10, 2 times 20, and we have 5. Can you divide more? No. So value mod 10, what do value mod 10 will give you? This is the value, this is mod 10 you are doing. Which part is the mod part?
5.
5 is the mod, and 2 is the division. So, oops, this is my simple backslash. Okay, let's stop the annotate. Okay, so value mod 10. So your R is holding 5. And now what your value will hold? We can say value you can update the value and say value you are equals to value divided by 10. Will that work? Will that work? Yes, no. And will sum, I will say you are equals to R plus value, right? Something like that, system.out. Okay, we had 2 minutes up, system out.println. Sum is equals to, maybe let's say equals to space, concatenation operator, and sum knows the answer. Anyone and noticing any mistake or error, any objection, if this code will work, yes or no? Run. Where's the output? Sum is 7. Is the sum correct? 7?
Yes.
So let's now int value, change it to user input. Instead of 25, I will say input dot next int and take any value from the user. Remember, this will only work for 2 digits, integers. For more digit, it's possible, but we need a loop. Otherwise, it will be hideous code where you have some multiple variables holding all the values. Any changes do you think I need to make? No, I think that's it. Let's start. Oops. We forgot to make the change, system.out.println, enter a number so that user know. Or you can mention to user, enter a 2-digit, because my code only works for 2-digit number. So enter only a 2-digit number, end the statement with a semicolon, and run the code. So enter a 2-digit number. Let's enter 14, and the sum is 5. Is that correct? Is the sum correct? Yes, so it means our code is working fine. Any question on this code?